What's going on, guys? This is Joshy Boy, and I'm bringing a new series to my channel. I realize I have not released a video in a very long time, about a month or so. Basically, the reason for that is I got back to college, and the transition process of sophomore to junior year is a lot. I've got more work, higher level classes, and just a lot going on. I'm also involved a lot on campus, so there's just a lot of things I have to balance, and making videos I had to put on the back burner because of that. But I also realized my video content wasn't great. Over the summer, I just made videos. I just like vomited videos out. Like, I thought it was so cool that I could make a video. When I started recording, I just recorded shit about anything. Now I'm going to try to make my videos a little bit more meaningful, with a little bit more content. So as you can see, this series is called WoW, What's Up? WoW standing for World of Warcraft. I decided that World of Warcraft is, I've been playing this game for 6 or 7 years, and so many things have changed over time that I love to address and talk to my friends about. But I thought I'd start making videos and seeing what the community thinks of these ideas, and I'd love to hear what more of the community thinks. I love using forums on WoW, but sometimes those things are just way too trolly, and you get all these people that think they're like super beings who have the almighty opinion, and to me that's just not very interesting. So I thought I would make a YouTube video in hopes that I reach out to a different I guess dimension of the community. So anyway, I'm talking about Recruit a Friend, as the title of this video suggests, and I'm going to just give you a really quick layout of what Recruit a Friend is. So basically, if you have a friend that never has played WoW before but is interested in playing WoW, do I have a treat for both of you. Basically, you send him an email, preferably an email that works, and trust me, I know I've tried sending it to emails that don't work because I'm an idiot. And when he gets the invitation, he accepts it. He goes through some kind of process that you can look up online. I forget, my friend did it, I didn't. I'm speaking about this because I've actually just recruited a friend. But yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. So basically, he accepts the email. It shows your accounts are linked. I don't know how long they're linked for, maybe like a couple months. And basically, you gain a good amount of benefits. Both the recruiter and the recruitee gain a good amount of benefits. This differs from Resurrection, the Scroll of Resurrection feature, which is basically a player that already has a Battle.net account just starts playing again, and they gain like a couple benefits. I'm not going to talk about Resurrect a Friend right now. That's something that you guys can look up on your own time, or I can talk about in another video. But basically, something I forgot to mention really quickly, the Recruit a Friend, they create a Battle.net account for the first time. So that's the idea. They're recruited into WoW or into into Battle.net, and so they make an account that they can now use to play World of Warcraft. They're also given like a free amount of time. But basically, let's talk a little bit about the benefits. So basically, I'm going to use the word basically a lot, but so basically, the biggest benefit is triple experience. This is active when you're within, I think, 4 levels of your recruitee, and if you're in a party and within like a certain amount of yards of one another when you kill a kill, or when you make a kill. This is really a big benefit. I'm going to talk about it later, but this is a big benefit. So another one is the recruitee can grant a recruiter 1 level for every 2 levels that their character gains. Now, I don't know if this carries over from character to character, but the sheer idea of being able to grant 45 levels when you consider that level 90 is the max, you're able to give an alt of the recruiter 45 levels. Now, to do that, you have to be within again, like 40 yards of the player you're trying to do this to, and basically, when you get to them, you right-click on their portrait when you're like clicking on them and locking onto them, and there'll be a thing at the bottom. You'll have a lot of different things you can do, but one at the bottom says grant level. You have to do this every time for every level, so it's a little tedious, but once it's all said and done, you give your recruiter, or your recruiter receives as you, so many levels, and it's just this really gratifying feeling of just leveling some dude from level 1 to like, level 46 or whatever. So that's really cool. And then the last one, or another one is, and I'm not very sure on this, but you gain both the recruiter and recruitee gain mounts. I don't exactly know who gains what. I know the recruiter gains like this flying mount that that people can jump in if they're in the party, and it's like specifically made for like your friend jump in, but anyone can really jump in it. Sorry, that's my phone. And the last one is in-game time, and I think each of you gain like a month free or some like craziness like that. You can look these things up specifically, but I don't know. I don't really know like the specifics of that because that's not very interesting to me. The thing that was very interesting to me was like the triple experience, grinding a level, and being able to summon your friend. Also, I'll talk a little bit about summoning your friend. Basically, I had no idea how to fucking do it for a very long time, and I was very upset, and I was trying to figure out everything I could on forums. Basically, just right-click on their portrait when you're in a party with them, and it's an option just as grant level is an option. So that's all it is. I thought it was like a move you get, and so you like clicked on the move, and I kept looking at my spellbook every time I'd log in, and I just like to no avail. I would to no avail. I just wouldn't find my spellbook, or I just wouldn't find the spell. So anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about I guess the pros and cons. And the pros are a little bit more obvious. I've just basically stated them. I mean, triple experience is amazing. You level very quickly. That experience boost is phenomenal. My friend and I, for example, we were level 20 each last night, and we played for like 4 hours. Just ran instances and became level 40 in like a matter of 3 or 4 hours. It was phenomenal. I couldn't believe how quickly we were leveling. I kid you not, triple experience is amazing, especially when you have a rest bonus, and for me, I have heirlooms on my alts, so I mean, you're leveling so fast, it's crazy. Especially now, as everyone knows, you level a lot faster in instances. Like, I don't know if anyone has done a Ragefire Chasm as a little, like off to the side. I don't know if anyone's done Ragefire Chasm recently, but, like, you literally level, like, so many times, because the quest gives you so much more experience than it needs to, and it's just really amazing when... even if you don't have this triple experience benefit, but of course that like flatlines like as you get higher level. But the triple experience thing is really cool. Summoning a friend is also very cool as it sounds. It's just nice to be able to summon someone wherever you are in Azeroth or the Outlands or whatever. You can just summon them right next to you. It's like that Warlock ability that you used to have, where if someone like opened up a gate, like 2 people had to click on it, then they could just summon anyone in their party. Basically, it's that, but you're alone being able to do that. So that's very cool. As a recruiter, getting to level up an alt or any character that is any level, to be able to give him 45 levels to distribute among any of his characters, that's really cool too. Of course, anyone with the right mind would make an alt in level 1 and just level him to 46, but some people do it differently because, you know, it's their levels to use. And then I guess the last thing, the mount and the in-game time, those are also benefits as they sound. I mean, who doesn't like a free mount? I don't really give a shit, but who doesn't like a free mount? In-game time, who doesn't like free in-game time? That's also great. So, just little benefits. Those are the pros that I've kind of listed out for Recruiter Friend. But now to get into the cons, and I want to just give a little disclaimer before I go over the cons. This is not for every player. This is for specific players that I feel like are joining the WoW community very rapidly recently because of, you know, how Blizzard's catered the game. And so I'm going to get a lot of mixed responses from this probably part of the video. But that's okay, because that's what I want. I want to get, lots of biases. I want to get people, arguing this and that about what I have to say or what other people have to say. So let's just jump right into it without further ado. So the first thing, I feel like it's very much a con that this rapid leveling just allows any player to skip through the in-game content that Blizzard has created very quickly. I realize Blizzard made this Recruiter Friend system, but I just hate the fact that you can just skip through the content so quickly. And this is personally for me, and I know it's hypocritical because yes, I am doing that, but I've made so many alts. Again, I've played this game on and off for a couple, like 6 to 7 years. I played during vanilla, and I played a lot of this stuff. I've experienced the new stuff from Kata. To me, these instances, I don't find them any more interesting than I used to, like, after the 30th time. Like, I just want to fly through this crap. I don't want to do quests. It's not fun to me. I just want to get to the max level and experience raids. That's all I care about. Or experience new classes, like, at the highest level so I can get all the moves. So, to me, that's a con. The next con is the idea that low skill players can essentially fly through what I call the basics. Now, what are the basics? The basics are basically 1 through like, I don't know, 60 or 70. The stuff that you learn how to play your class, you learn what it means to be a healer or a tank or a DPS, you learn what boss fights are on a very mediocre level, just the things that allow you to shape your understanding of the game so that when you're a higher level, you're not walking into like, you know, shit that you need to not be walking into, or you're not tanking things in the incorrect way, using rotations that are ineffective. Because you know what is effective because you've played your class fairly. But getting all this boosting experience for low skill players that have never played WoW, essentially for like a recruiter that actually doesn't know what he's fucking doing, that just, you know, fosters this like this like stupidity that I can't stand when I get to a raid on my 90 and some kid just doesn't know how to play his class, and you sit there trying to explain things to him as if he's never played this game before. I feel like it's really prevalent nowadays. To me, I don't know how you would justify this, like them gaining skill, because nowadays it's so easy to just Google like answers to like rotations and glyphs and this shit. So maybe there's no way. Maybe this is just the state of the game, and I've kind of looked at that and said, huh, you know, maybe that's just it. Maybe that's what WoW is nowadays, because there's no real way to, you know, get around the fact that people will just never know how to. People can just, if there are ways to get around things, and someone discovers that, everyone will learn about it, and then players that have never played, like low skill players, or even maybe medium skill players, players that maybe somewhat know what's going on, they just fly through, and then before you know it, they're looking for raid at level 90, fucking free riding their way, unless they're a tank or healer. But even healers can nowadays kind of free ride. Tanks really have to know what they're doing, but DPS easily can free ride their way to looking for raid gear and then get into normal raids or heroics and not have a fucking clue what's going on. And that to me is really frustrating. Again, this isn't for all the players, as I said with my disclaimer. I feel like it's more of the low skill players and the players that haven't played this game that are really are like that these cons apply to. But anyway, guys, I think the video is going to be up very soon. I'm on the boss fight, the final boss fight of Scoliomance Heroics. This is my 90. It's a tank. I love tanking. Always been my thing. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to make this video really quick. I've made a video in a really long time. You can expect more videos from me, but not very frequently. I just hope if you have any ideas or comments about this, I'd love to hear them. Definitely leave a like or dislike, depending on what your favor of the video is. And yeah, guys, anyway, have a great day, and see you around.